Taurus. Hi and welcome to the Mother Tressa channel. If you're already familiar with this space, then you already know what to expect, so welcome back. So glad to have you back and to be interacting with your energy again. But if you are new to this channel, then welcome in. We're here to embrace you with nothing but love and acceptance. So feel free to come in as you are, wherever you are energetically, be it positive, negative, or neutral. It really doesn't matter, so long as you leave better than you came, okay? Like this video, subscribe if you haven't, and turn the bell notification on so that you're made aware as soon as I upload a reading. As I was drinking my tea today, I saw quite a few images. I saw a smiley face. I saw this thing that kind of looked like a honeycomb, you know, with just all the holes. But I know that if you are in physical therapy and you have problems with like your wrist or your hand, they have this one device that you use, and it's, I don't know what it's made out of, silicone would be my best guess, but you put your hands in it and you have to like stretch your hands. It looked kind of like that, but then I also saw a dog, a skull, like skull, and something that looked similar to a tornado. So prayerfully nobody is affected if you do get a tornado warning in your area, but just be mindful of that and evacuate if they say that it's advised, like that they would advise that you do so, because I just don't want anybody getting hurt. Now is not the time to not listen. Here we go. What you guys have as the overlying energy is the Nine of Pentacles, with the Seven of Pentacles that came out like stuck like glue to this Nine of Pentacles. I feel like somebody is not trying to let you go. They are stuck on you. Even if you're not with this person, even if you're not with this person, because you have the Five of Swords that just came out with the Four of Pentacles and the King of Swords. There are some people that have really strong convictions, okay? So if you've exchanged vows with the Seven of Pentacles and this is somebody that you're married to, even though in the back of your mind with this Nine of Pentacles, you are trying to figure out a way for you to escape. I'm not seeing anything that's showing physical abuse for you to have to escape in that way, but it's just like you're trying to get your money up because you don't intend to stay married type of ordeal, more so. Just know that that person that you exchanged vows with took them very seriously. They are very much like till death do us part. Wherever you go, I go. So you might as well just get with the program, is what I'm hearing with the Seven of Pentacles. You see how she's like showing that pentacle and say, like, do you remember what you said? I definitely feel like if you are married to somebody and you are absolutely trying to get a divorce, they're going to try to come for everything that you own, any properties or assets that you have. Like they say, you know, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. So she will try to take everything that you have. So I suggest that you get a lawyer, or again, you wait until you have more money saved up. And this can also be for the women that are with men that you just feel are just too controlling, that don't allow you to be yourself, you know? Wow, look at that. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. That doesn't allow you to be yourself, or that no longer wants the same things that at one point they promised you and swore to you that they wanted with you. So this can just, it can supersede just the relationship with the two of you. This can be if you got with someone and decided to get married because they said that they were going to provide for you, you know, to say that you could be a stay-at-home mom if that was your wildest dream. Or they got married to you and they told you like, yeah, I want kids, you know, but lo and behold, after you get married 5 months later and you have that conversation again and they're just like, no, I don't want kids. I only said that, you know, to just get you, you know what I mean? Or I only said that because I thought I would be able to convince you otherwise. So it can be something like that now. And so it's like, okay, well, enough is enough. Like, you don't want to sit and waste your life away with this Four of Pentacles and be with somebody that just can't give you what it is that you need. Yeah. Yeah, I saw a dog. And look, you have the Moon card here. Some of you guys, you might be going to an animal shelter. And you might be, what is that called? Compromising right now with this Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Instead of having another child, let's say you already have one here in the situation. It's like, look, Like we already have a kid and we're struggling right now with this one kid. So maybe the conversation is we can't afford another one, you know? It's all glitz and glamour and photographs, and it's okay to have baby fever, but at the same time, like, we still have to feed that kid, you know? Do you remember the sleepless nights that we had, right? Do you remember how we lost our connection and our relationship? We didn't have sex for 5 months after the baby, you know? Like, you're trying to have that conversation. I feel like you guys are going to try to find a compromise and be like, hey, look, well, let's see how we do with like a puppy and going to the animal shelter and doing that. I feel like you can be using your kid also to try to make that happen. Like, oh, look, Abigail, she really wants this dog. Or you going to the animal shelter because you say or claim that your kid wanted to do it, but that's not really the case. And trying to do that to buy time. I definitely feel like you Tauruses, you're trying to buy time for something. But yeah, let's say that you're not in a relationship because you have the 9 of Pentacles. So you can be super single right now, Taurus. But there was somebody that you used to talk to. I feel like you're stuck on that person that you're not with or that you're separated with, but you know you can't get to right now because they've asked you for space and you're just trying to honor that. But you're honoring that only to a certain point, because I feel like you're still checking up on them, right? Like, you're just not minding your own business. So coins or Pentacles energy can be all about social media. And so you can be on their Facebook page, you know. I don't see that they have blocked you from that for you to be able to really see what's going on. So I feel like you're just milking it for like what it's worth. You're just getting what you can out of it, you know. So I definitely feel like you're doing that, or you're asking around town with this 4 of Pentacles, or you have some sort of a relationship with this person's family members or friends. And so even if you don't have direct communication, like a direct line of communication with the person that you desire to have a relationship with, and maybe they don't even know this either, but you can be hitting up like their mom, or if they have siblings with this 4 energy, because the number 4 on a numerological level speaks to Cancer's house, and you can be dealing with a Cancer, or that placement's just really activated right now in your chart. But yeah, you can be speaking with them to see like, hey, how's she doing? How's she feeling? Has she said anything about me? Like, does she bring me up in conversation? It's kind of that type of thing. Like, you want to know if you cross this person's mind as much as they are on yours right now. And like, okay, well, you know, if you talk to her today, just let her know I'm thinking about her, you know. Or you can be saying like, don't tell her that I've gotten in contact with you, because I don't want her to think that I'm not giving her space or I'm not giving him space. But, you know, I just wanted to make sure everything was all right because I haven't heard from them, you know. It can be that type of thing for you singles. Or you've been a bachelor, or you've been a bachelorette for a while and you're getting to the point where you want to settle down, but now you're trying to think about the type of person that you want to settle down with this 5 of Swords and this 4 of Pentacles energy. Okay? So you're a little serious right now, especially if you're writing things out to try to do some sort of attraction spell to bring this person into your immediate environment here. What do you see or visualize with this person as far as the activities or the type of career that they should have, you know, in order to mesh well with you? Does it matter if you are the breadwinner or if they are the breadwinner? Does it matter if they have a relationship with their parents? You know, did they grow up in a single family home? If you come from a broken family, I also get that kind of with this energy combined here. Then is it super important also that you try to keep your family together, that they're family oriented, you know, that you definitely see this person being the father of your kid. I feel like if you've been single for a while but you're more mature and you're up there in age, then you're at that point where it's like your next relationship is your last relationship, so you want to make sure that you get it right, you know. There is a certain situation though that's just old and tired. So again, if you're already with somebody or you found interest in somebody, you're at that point now where maybe you are bored, you know, they're boring, they're not interesting, they never want to do anything. This person's more of a homebody. And though Tauruses, you guys can be like that too, I feel like you're in a different phase of your life right now where you want to kind of be more so outside and doing more outdoorsy activities. And so that can be the deal breaker here. If you are, again, separated from somebody, though, I definitely feel like they're coming in. It most likely will be during the next full moon or at the new moon. I don't know what sign it's going to be in right now, but it's not going to happen right now, especially because we're in the pre-shadow period of Mercury stationing retrograde. So also just be a little cautious with anybody from the past that's wanting to come back to try to reconcile differences. Like, it's okay if you know that they've done you dirty and they're truly coming in just to apologize and to set the record straight, you know, just to rebalance out that karma. But if they don't and they try to come in acting like nothing happened or trying to shift blame, and I'm only saying that because I see the Knight of Swords, Two of Swords, and the Eight of Wands behind the Moon card that came out, then understand that this person is just not any different than how you left them or wherever you left them if you ghosted them, or vice versa. If they ghosted you, they tried to go and see what else was out there. The grass wasn't greener on the other side, so now they feel like they can come back just to see if they still have access to you. Deny that type of person. But if you know that you have a true connection with someone and just right now the timing is poor and one, if not both of you, just needs a little bit more space, afford that to them, because it's going to show them that you aren't controlling, you know, that you aren't possessive, which is a negative attribute that is attached to you guys, and that you can let them breathe, right? That's important in a relationship. Just like when you get home, one of the first things I'm sure that most people do is unbutton their pants because you just want to breathe. You want to just let go and relax. This person is going to find you more attractive by, you know, affording them the time to be by themselves or to figure out who they are again. Say you guys have been together for a long time and you spent day in and day out with each other, you know, you never spent a day apart. So this was refreshing enough for them and they come back energized, you know, they come back excited to see you and to be with you and come back with a romantic streak in their body and things can pick back up. That's definitely what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing also business and business adventures are going well. You guys are going to be feeling a lot more ambitious. If you get your tax returns, just be careful with how fast you spend the money. Try to make some smart investments here with all of this Pentacles. I definitely feel like work has been going well though. I feel like some of you guys are already vested in a business. So that's not something that you ever have to stress or worry about. So long as, again, you are careful with where you spend your money. If you know you're preparing to potentially make a big move, you're relocating here, that's coming up. I'm definitely seeing somebody's getting orders to go somewhere. Swords energy can come through as like investigative work or somebody that has a work from home capability or that has travel as part of the benefits or like in the military. So you do something like that, like you work in strategies or FBI or something, again, that can just really take you anywhere in the world. Then again, be careful with whatever you do with your money in the meantime, because there are some unexpected expenses that you're going to have to pay out of pocket for. And so you just want to make sure that you have that buffer and that you have the funds to take care of it. Be grateful that you actually have the funds. Also, some of you guys just need to be a little bit more grateful that you have a roof over your head. It's like you take certain things for granted. So just make sure that you're taking the time out at this time to really look at all of the blessings that have come upon your life and all the things that are still making their way towards you, and just be grateful, because not everybody is that lucky, you know. Also, to whom much is given, much is required. But don't let somebody try to trick you out of your position by telling you that as well. So be careful who you lend to or who you just generously give to at this time, because I feel like some people will try to take advantage if they can. If they can sense what your weak spot is, they can definitely try to exploit that. So now is the time for you to have a poker face. But that's really what's coming through, Taurus. So if this reading resonated, give me a thumbs up, share this with your friends and family, subscribe if you haven't, and book with me should you need to. But if I don't hear from you, then please just take care of yourself and your soul until you see me again. Ciao.